Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? How y'all doing? I'm hoping y'all can hear me. Please tell me you can hear me. Oh, yes, they can hear me. Never mind. Thank you. All right. What's up, social media? So I'm gonna go through real quick and do this. Look at me. So tonight we'll be talking about how to position yourself for opportunities, how to position yourself intentionally for opportunities, how to position yourself intentionally for opportunities. I dare you to say, what's up? Hello. How y'all doing? Hello, 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 hello. I'm gonna get Sister Lee and them to help me share this. But I am excited to be on with you tonight while I'm in here waiting. Listen, I've been rocking out with the Women of Destiny for the last 4 weeks. Whoop, whoop. And these ladies have, um, man, we went through the process of how to get to a point of preparing for 2023. We also learned, man, the importance of making sure that we understand that we got the very thing that's on the inside of us that God needs. What's up? How y'all doing? We got everything. I'm trying to share this on my in my groups and all that we got everything that God need, man, for the last week. Women of Destiny, if y'all can heart it up, those of you that are on, can heart it up, man. 4 weeks, man. We completed the task. We did it. We completed it. It's done. It's over. I'm so excited, but we're starting a new beginning, right? And that new beginning is going to be of us getting ready for this financial freedom. I see y'all hearts. Okay, I'm gonna do this so I can see. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That financial freedom class that we're getting ready to do. But listen, you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook. I dare you to just type in the screen, get ready. We're getting ready to dive in. We're getting ready to talk. We're getting ready to chop it up. We're getting ready to do all that. I have not been live on my business page and so long. And so I am ready to chop it up with you. I'm ready to talk about principles and give you principles. If you know me, I'm always saying, let's talk about it. Let's talk about these principles. Let's talk about these things that's going to stretch us, that's going to pull us, that's going to remind us to stay focused, to keep the race. This is January the 31st. This month is already over. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. This month is already over. And because this month is already over, I wanted to do this live with you tonight because we got a couple of more months going, man. A couple more months left, couple of more months to dive into. But here's the thing is that there has to be an understanding that there are opportunities that are available to you. But when you are walking in this walk and doing this thing called life, this is a time where we start to saying getting comfortable. Can somebody type comfortable? We start to get comfortable. We start to get okay. We start to say, I am not, I'm tired, or life has hit you, whatever the case may have been in your life in this moment, in this hour. I wanted to come on, not that I got all the answers right, but I wanted to share with you some principles that I'm learning over the years and over this moment of life is that it's raining. It's raining outside, it's all that. But here's the thing is not raining outside, but when it's raining, we okay. When it's not raining, we're not. We are not okay. No matter what, we're not okay. And I want to come to talk to that person that you are in a place of comfortability. You're very, very comfortable, and the year is here. And not only is the year here, but you trying to identify, man, what I'm supposed to do next. Are you still dreaming? Are you still believing? Are you still I hate this word. Oh my God. Do you still have your resolution? Ugh. I don't want to say that, but are you still continuing to do the very thing that God has designed you to do, God has called you to do, and God is wanting you to do? Listen, can you heart it up if you are continuing to do that? If not, I want to leave some principles with you because I realize that this is the time for myself that I'm like, okay, I'm getting in the routine of doing life, getting in the routine of moving forward, getting in the routine of identifying what I'm supposed to do in 2023, right? I'm getting in the routine. If that's you, I dare you to put the number one on the screen. I think I'm getting my routine. It's January almost over. Now I'm going into February. I come to talk to you. I come to speak to you. Those of you that are getting in routine and those of you that are comfortable and where you are. I want to share with you some principles that I've learned along the way is that there's some things, no matter what, we got life that's going to happen, life that's going to go on, life that we're going to experience. We always are going to have that. We're always going to be up. We're always going to be down. But here's the thing is that when we learn principles, I want you to, if you are somewhere, write this on the canvas of your mind, keep it. I heard my mentor say this and I thought it was amazing is that what happens is we get into this thing called feelings. Come here. We get into these thing called feelings and don't realize that our feelings will make us lose opportunities because we're upset about something or because we don't like something or because we're not familiar with change. We can get in our feelings. And when we get in our feelings, it will cause us failure. Woo! Can somebody heart it up? It will cause us failure when we get in our feelings. And so when we get in our feelings, it will cause us to have failures. But I come to share some principles because principles, when you get in your feelings, it equals failures, but principles will equal progress. Principles will equal progress. When you have principles in your life and you're moving in your life with these particular principles, you're able to go to different levels in your life. So I come to talk to those that are comfortable and those that are getting into the routine of the year of 2023. That's who I come to talk to. I want to let you know, man, you may be comfortable, you may get in the routine, or you may be in a place where you get in your feelings and you upset and you are not okay with being okay, as my Kiana would say. You're not okay with being okay. Maybe that's not you. What's up, lady? What's up, Lady Perez? Listen, maybe that Hola from Mexico. What's up, Mexico? Listen, maybe you're at that point of getting in your feelings. Listen, when you get in your feelings, you will end up being going into a place of failure. And when you go into a place of failure, you'll go into a place of doubt. You'll go into a place of, why can I tell you that? Because I've been there, been in a place of doubt, and I always miss opportunities. I can't explain to you how many opportunities that I have missed along the way of this thing called life because I got in my feelings. I can't tell you of the amount of times of opportunities or how many opportunities that we've all missed. If you missed opportunities, can you put two? Girl, I didn't miss some opportunities. I got to talk back, y'all, my church. Let's talk. I miss my opportunities. And when I miss my opportunities, when I miss my opportunities, I look like, dang, I just missed failure because I just had an opportunity that I just missed out on. And because I missed out on that opportunity, I feel like a failure. I feel like I missed every chance, every opportunity that I can get. And so I feel like a failure. Here's the thing that I found out with opportunity is that there is a difference between opportunity and a need and a necessity. You got to be willing to understand the difference between an opportunity and a necessity. There are things that we're going to always need. There's the things that we always going to have to do. There's always things that we are going to need. But when there's an opportunity that is in our face, it is up to us. We can miss the opportunity or we can embrace the opportunity. And so I come tonight again to give some principles that I'm learning over the way, is that God, I want to have principles so that I can move through progress. I want to have principles so that I can move through progress and not get in my feelings this season or in 2023. I don't want to get in my feelings and then I start failing. I don't want to get in my feelings and now I missed every opportunity that I have out there. So what does that look like, Tanya? What does that look like? Y'all ready? Woo! Number one, when you learn how to embrace and accept opportunity and be intentional about your next. Can you type intentional? Intentional. That means I'm going to do everything in this year. I need to do it intentional in my life. Forget this year. Without the rest of my life being here on earth, I want to be intentional about my next move, about my next thing that I do. I got to be intentional about my life. So what does that look like? Number one, I got to tune out the noise of what's around me. I got to tune out the noise of what's around me. I got to tune out the distractions. I got to tune out the delays. And we're going to talk about that. I got to tune out not just the distractions, but I got to tune out the distraction and the noise of others that do not understand the reason why I got to go after this opportunity. I got to be intentional. So conversations I need to have, I can't have in this season. Come here, somebody. Friendships that may not mean I can't have in this season. I got to make sure that I'm tuning out the noise intentionally so that I could be able to not allow distractions to stop me from getting to my divine purpose. You know me, man. I'm always talking about grow, glow, and get it and thriving, excuse me, into our divine purpose. Growth, grow, glow, and thrive into our divine purpose. I can't do that if I'm not tuning out the noise. We got to tune out the noise so that we can keep going. We can keep pushing. We can be able to look at our values and be intentional about our core values that we have, or be intentional about our vision, be intentional about not just our vision, but be intentional about our word for the year. Come here. We got to be intentional. So what does intentional things look like? What does me tuning out the noise look like? Here we go. That was point number one. But in that point, I want to sidebar real quick. In that point, I ain't gonna go there. I'll come back later. In not only that, number two, I gotta identify. So put a P in there. I'm gonna come back. Number two, I gotta identify my values. I gotta identify. I would rather say I gotta identify. Number two, I gotta identify my vision. Let's say that. I don't want to say values. Your values is your vision. Your values are your vision. When you get your vision, you're able to focus better. When you have a vision, I tell the women in my church, listen, vision is so much powerful because vision is the way of knowledge and understanding and wisdom. And when you have an imagination with vision, you're able to write the vision down, make it plain so that you can run with that vision, even though it may tarry, but you can run with that particular vision. When you're able to run with that vision, you got to identify what that looks like. What is that for you? That's how I'm able to position myself for opportunities intentionally, on purpose, in purpose, for my purpose, because we got to identify that, what that vision look like. I got to identify my vision. What is my vision? Number three, I got to set my morning intentionally. I got to start early in the morning. I got to be intentional about my purpose by starting early in the morning. The Bible says that you do things early. You can find it. I don't know where it's at, but it says something about early in the morning. Seek me early and you will find. Look, you got to be willing to seek God early in the morning. Intentional seeking, though. Can somebody say intentional seeking? I don't want to just seek God any kind of way, but I want to seek him intentional. I want to have an intention behind my seeking, because I'm reminded of the scripture that the Bible says, knock and the door shall be open. Ask and you shall have. And the only way that's going to happen is if I'm intentional in my prayer. I'm intentional in my meditation time with God. I got to be intentional. Oh, can somebody heart it up? I got to be intentional in my prayer. I got to be intentional when I seek him. So if I'm going to identify my values, I got to be an intentional seeker after God. I got to be a God chaser completely. but I got to be intentional about it. So when I go to God, I'm not just going to God about just any little thing, because you already know what I have. You already know what I need. You already know what is in store for me. But God, I got to be intentional about the way I seek you. If I'm going to position myself to be intentional about opportunities and about my purpose, what is opportunities? Opportunities is your purpose. I got to be intentional about my purpose and my opportunities that I'm going to seek God in. So the only way I can be intentional, I got to seek him intentionally. Come here. I got to seek him intentionally. There has to be an intentional way for me to seek God. Can we talk about it, man? I can't because of the value. A bishop been doing a sermon called Changing of the Guard. It's been life changing. But here's the thing that I'm finding out is that because others are going on home, that I got to be more, my life has to be more, and it ain't nothing to play with. Come here. So I got to be intentional every morning when I get up. And when I plan out my day, today was the most busiest day for me, but I was intentional about getting on this call with you because Lady Perez was like, I can't wait, which made me intentional to make sure that I showed up. I got to be intentional in everything that I do. So I got to be intentional when I seek God in my prayer time. What am I seeking you about? How am I seeking you about it? And what am I expecting? Do I have any expectation after I've seeked you about it? Also, do I have any faith after I seeked you about it? Intentional. That's it. Woo, woo, I feel that. Intentional. I'm an intentional pray. I have an intentional way of praying when I pray to you. So I got to not tune out the noise. Number 2, I got to identify my vision. Number 3, I got to set my morning intentionally. Then number 4, I got to refocus. Yeah, I gotta always be on the ready to be refreshed, ready to be restored, ready to be refocused. While I'm moving in purpose, while you're moving for opportunities, while you're positioning yourself, you still want to be focused. You want to refocus, you want to revamp. Like I told my husband, I said, I work so much today, I feel like I need tomorrow off. But I'm not gonna do that because I got too much to do. But I'm gonna be intentional to take take Friday to have me a spa day, just chill out intentionally. Somebody say intentional. I got to refocus. And I don't need a whole month to refocus. I don't need a whole year because my life is so intentional. Your life is so intentional and so necessary. You don't need a month. You don't need a year. You just need a couple of days. I just need to revamp, reset, refocus. I spent four weeks with the ladies because I wanted us to refocus, reset, so that we can start moving. But we still working though. We still moving though. We still working because at the end of the day, we got to refocus. If I'm going to position myself, I got to refocus. Number 5, I got to create small shifts. This is my favorite. Cicely, Mama Cal, this is my favorite. I got to create small shifts. Can somebody type small shifts? Small shifts, small. I don't want to make a big shift, but I need a small shift. Just tiny, just a little bit. I heard what's his name? Rick Ross, about to read one of his books. I can't wait. Rick Ross say, I don't want to move too fast. I need to move slow. So I don't want to make a quick shift, because when you make a quick shift, you can move too quickly. But I want to make I need to make a small shift. I got to create these small shifts and what that look like. I told you I wanted to refocus. No, that was in a meeting earlier. I told someone, listen, I got to get to a point to where if I'm going to make this next move in my life and I don't want to miss the opportunity, I don't want nothing too big. I just need something small enough that can prepare me for the next big thing. Come here. Can I talk to you? You just need the little small thing right now for that small shift that can prepare you for the big thing. You don't want to move too fast. You just want to move a small shift. So when I make a small shift, I can learn everything I can in the small shift. Woo! We can learn everything we can in the small shift. Have you ever made a move, and when you made this move, you wanted to make a huge change, but did not realize the necessary steps that you needed to take in order to make the change? You got to create small shifts. If you're going to be intentional about the rest of this year, the rest of this year, we got how many more? 11 more months. 11 more months. Small. You don't want to do nothing fast. You got a whole year to do this, but you want to create a small shift. Don't move too quick. Small shift. Number 7, recount your intentions. I love it. Recount. Tell you what you're talking about. Recount your intentions. What do you mean when I say recount your intentions? That means go back and review it. Go back and look at it over again. Go back and read it again. Make sure that it's not that you're being doubtful. It's not that you're not believing in yourself, but you want to go back and reread it. And it's like sending out an essay. You want to make sure that you reread it. And it's not that you're going to change a lot, but it may be some small shifts and changes. But as you reread it, you're going to find yourself recounting your intentions. What is your intentions in this year? What are you intentionally doing that you need to go back and you need to revamp it again just to make sure that you're moving in the right direction? Number 8. Did I skip one? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. So we don't see. I'm watching Lady Perez. So I'm gonna say 7. Create a vision board. Come here, women of destiny. Create a vision. If you don't have a vision board, hopefully you already do. But if you do not, you need a vision board. What does your vision look like this year? I shared with the ladies on last night a vision board that my husband and I, my family and I have been doing vision boards since 2016, 17. And when we started doing vision boards, we started seeing the evidence of what God could do. And so in those vision boards, I showed them a vision board that he did. I want to say it was 2020 or 2019 that we started doing. And in this vision board, a lot of the stuff that was on that vision board came to pass. Come here. What happens when you have vision in front of you? What happens when I have my vision board on my phone. I have my vision board on the back on my computer. I have my vision board over here on my wall. I have my vision board always in front of me because this is the place that I'm in a lot. I'm always in my office working. So I have my vision board in front of me a lot just to remind me of what I believe in God for because I'm having an expectation. What happens with vision? Again, it's your imagination of thinking those things outside you ain't never seen before. These are the thoughts that TD Jakes had. These are the thoughts that the Wright brothers had. These are the thoughts, and these thoughts came to pass. These are the things that they said they wanted to do. Here's the thing. What does vision do? I said this, women of destiny. I'm gonna say it again. Vision, when you have vision in front of you, it eliminates excuses. Yes, it does. When you have vision in front of you, it will eliminate excuses. Can somebody say vision equals eliminating excuses? Vision equals eliminating excuses. You will be able, I'm saying, my tongue getting tired. Yeah, you will be able to eliminate any excuse because it's your vision is in front of you and it's reminding you to keep going forward. If you don't have a vision, you need one. Yeah, you okay, maybe you don't, and maybe that's not for you. But for those of you that want to walk in purpose, I keep hitting my mic, want to walk in purpose intentionally, you need a vision to be intentional. So I shared with the ladies last night my vision board and some things that I wanted to do in 2023. I share with them. I'm starting now reading a book. I always tell people, put some books on there. Intentional reading, though. Have some intentional reading, some things you're reading for, and there's a reason behind it. And so as I shared that with them, I also shared some other things that I'm going to be doing, and you're going to see on social media real soon. I cannot wait. But I'm intentional with it because now I've let it known. I've let it out in the atmosphere. Let it be known that this is what I'm wanting to do. And because you're letting it be known out in the atmosphere, now it's one of those, it's not that you want to look bad. It has nothing to do with that because you made sure that you are holding yourself accountable and those that are around you are holding you accountable as well. So it's making sure that you have a vision to eliminate excuses. And also when you have a vision board, it also gives you goals. And I preach this at a church. It gives you goals and it gives you, what did I say? It gives you goals and momentum. Can you type goals and momentum? When you have a vision in front of you, it allows you to have goals and momentum. How can you position yourself to be intentional about your opportunities? Is when you have a vision. That's the only way you can do it. You got to have a vision. Listen, Sister Lee, you got to have a vision. You got to have a vision in order to move forward. Here's the thing. Also, number 8, and lastly, and I'm not done, but I'm going to share something else with you. You got to give yourself a break. Woo! You got to give yourself a break. You got to have a break. You got to have a time for yourself. That's why on your vision board, you got to say you're traveling. Somewhere on your vision board, I showed the ladies where I wanted to go. I got to, one place I'm going to be investing myself for leadership. And then another, not for leadership. Yeah. Anyway, but another place is for me to relax and enjoy myself. Come here. Is enjoy myself. You got to be able to give yourself a break. If you don't get a break as a woman, I'm talking to every woman that's on here. If you don't give yourself a break as a woman, you will have a mental breakdown. You will have a mental breakdown if you do not. Hey, what's up, Sister Sherelle? You'll have a mental breakdown if you do not give yourself a break. Create your break time. Create your me time, whatever time that is. You got to create it. How do we position ourselves to be intentional about our opportunities? And what are the things that we experience when we don't position ourselves for opportunities? Either we don't position ourselves for opportunities because of fear. Can somebody type fear? Yeah, I don't want to put myself in a position to where I have to expect something. I have to be excited about something. Woo! Can somebody type that? Yeah, fear. Fear is the thing that will stop us from being intentional about our opportunities. Yeah, I come to talk. I share with you the 8 things, but I really come to talk about this. This is where I'm going to hang my hat. And I call these particular things that I'll tell you when I call them later. Listen. And some of the women of this, y'all done heard this, but let's hear it again. Come on. Yeah. When you get to a point of position yourself, the reason why we're not intentional about our year or about our life or about our vision is because of fear. Fear will make us faithless. My daughter said this, the fear of looking stupid is holding us back. Can I say that one more time? Woo! You can type that too. The fear of looking stupid is holding us back. The fear of what people will say if we fail is holding us back. The fear of failure is holding us back. The fear of if this is going to work out, I don't want to be intentional about my life. I don't want to be intentional about my next. We don't want to be intentional about what's going on, because if I'm intentional, that means that I'm creating ways and I'm creating ideas and I'm becoming creative about the next thing I'm going to do. That's why we don't want to be intentional about what we're going to do. We don't want to position ourselves to be intentional, because if I be intentional about what I'm going to do, man, it's the fear of what if. Whew! It's the fear of looking stupid will hold us back, man. It will hold. It's the fear of nobody in my family done it, so I can't. So I'm not going to be intentional. And why can I tell you this? I've done it. I said, I don't want to look stupid, and I'm not going to do that. This is the hard. Can I be honest with y'all? Y'all ready? I hate going live. I hate it. I hate going live. But also I love to share principles. How do you hate going live, but you love to share principles? I do it on a video. But the fear of not saying the wrong thing or saying it the wrong, I don't know what the fear. It's just a fear. But here's the thing. I'm pushing myself this year to go live more, because I have a lady out of Mexico by the name of Lady Perez that want to hear me say something. I have other ladies that are connected to me that want to hear me talk, that want to hear the principles that I share throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be intentional about when and how and where I'm going live. I got so many lives set up this year. I'm excited about it. And not in the group, but on the outside of the group, because I feel like I can talk on the inside of my groups and it's fine. I can chop it up with them, but it's just different. And you won't understand it until you start going live. So don't judge what you don't understand. Come here, Glory. Don't judge what you don't understand. The fear, listen, not only that, positioning ourselves. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you, Lady Perez. Listen, Also, the fear of, not the fear, but how we position ourselves. The reason why we don't position ourselves to be intentional is fear. And the other one is doubt. Woo! Doubt. Can somebody say doubt? Doubt, doubt. That's another reason. Doubt. Doubt is a reason why we don't want to be intentional, because I doubt myself and I cause self-sabotage within my own self because I don't believe in me. Yeah, can we talk about it? Let's talk about it. I don't believe in me, man. I don't believe in, because nobody else believed in me, and the women are destined to tell you. I've been drilling it in them, in them, in them. All of them just I believe in you. 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 And I want to tell every person that's watching me, even if you watch the replay, I believe in you. I don't even know you, and I believe in you. Why? Because somebody believed in me. So we cause doubt and self-sabotage. Doubt and self-sabotage in our life. And when we cause doubt and self-sabotage, we end up getting disconnected, discombobulated, discouraged, and feeling defeated. Tell you what you say. I don't even know what I said, but that part: disconnected, discouraged, defeated, and discombobulated, or something I said to that nature. We start going that route because I'm discouraged and I'm doubtful, so I'm not going to be intentional. I'm not going to be intentional. And I'm waiting for someone to give me applause, so I'm not going to be intentional. Yeah, you can't wait for the applause, baby. You got to make sure that God stamps it and approve it, and you move forward in it, and period. And you continue the process of moving. Not only that, when we are not intentional about our opportunities, guess what else we do? Y'all ready? This is the biggest one, and I'm done. The biggest one: procrastinate. Procrastinate. Can you put that in the screen? Procrastinate. We procrastinate because we don't want to be intentional. Because if I don't think about it, and if I don't do it, I don't have to. And I can be comfortable with not walking in joy. I can be comfortable in not doing purpose. And I can give every excuse of why I'm not doing it. I can give every excuse of there's a reason why I can't. Man, I'm telling women are destined to tell you. I was like, don't, no, your excuse, it will eliminate. No, when you have a vision, that excuse is all, that eliminates everything about your excuse. Because we have excuses. We don't want to be intentional. So I'm going to procrastinate. I'm going to take my time. Oh man, the day that went by. I'm going to get up late. I'm going to just go to sleep a little bit later. When you know your kids need covering, you know them jokers out there acting up in them schools and acting up in them streets. But I'm going to procrastinate because I'm not going to set my morning and be intentional, because I'm the one that's praying for them now. We're the ones that's praying for them now. You're the one that's praying for them now. So I'm just going to procrastinate and just deal with it and wallow in our pain. Woo, I know I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Wallow in our pain. So here's the thing. This is what I call vision killers. Type that in the room. Vision killers. This is the thing, and it's a whole bunch of them. I didn't share them before, but vision killers. These are the things that will stop you from being intentional about what you're supposed to do, about what we're supposed to do. So what am I doing? I am sharing with you the things that baby, I've done it. I didn't been a procrastinator. I done been fearful. I done walked in doubt. I done walked in self-sabotage. I have walked in I'm not gonna wake up this morning because I'm tired and I'm just gonna chill out, and I can feel the Lord tugging on my heart, and then he waking me up earlier. But I don't know. I don't feel like today is not the day. Maybe that's you. I am you, and you are me. Yeah, chillin', bang. I am you, and you are me. We've all experienced it. So why did I want to come and talk to you today? How to position yourself to be intentional about your opportunities. I wanted to give you ways, man, to be intentional about opportunities. Do not miss an opportunity this year. Do not walk around in your feelings that equals failure because you didn't want to, or we did not want to take the opportunity that is available to us. Doing everything that we can to be in position for the opportunities. Opportunities does not necessarily mean about making money or getting a job or getting no. God, what is it that you have in store for me that could be able to change someone else's life? You never know what God may do with an opportunity to speak life into someone by telling them your story. Your story. Come here. Your story, not nobody else's, but your story. Can somebody I got a story. Talk to me. I got a story to tell. And there's someone that needs your story. You have, come on, I'm about to say it. You have what it takes. And you don't want to miss the opportunity. Or your opportunity may be a business. Your opportunity may be a job. Your opportunity, whatever your opportunity is. I wanted to share with you, man, we are done pretty much with January. But for the next 11 months, be intentional about every step that you take, everything that you do. Do it on purpose, in purpose, for your purpose. Sit down in the morning, write down what you're going to do for the day. Not write down what, and even if I share with the ladies, even if you got to write down, look, my day, I'm already writing what I got to do for tomorrow. This is what I use. Write down what you're doing for today, what you're doing for tomorrow. What are your plans? Are you intentional about your next? Somebody needs your story, man. Come on, Mama Kara, I got a story. I love it. Somebody needs your story. Be intentional about your next. Be intentional about this year. You got 11 months. And we don't even know if we had that long. We don't know what the Lord gonna do. We don't know if we're gonna still be here. I don't even know if I'm gonna still be here. So I'm gonna use every opportunity I can to do what I'm called to do. If Lord, you say, okay, you place this on my heart, let me talk about it. I've been talking about it for 4 weeks, but I never came out here on live and talked about how to position yourself. And I wanted to talk about it, man. It's in my belly because that's all I've been teaching for the last 4 weeks in my masterclass with my women. It's preparing for 2023. And I wanted to share with those online, man, be intentional about this year. Allow everything you do in this year to be intentional. Put yourself in position to be intentional. How do I do that? Tune out the noise. Tune out the noise. The distractions, the naysayers, the haters. Only get those that have a giraffe mindset. Let them be around. Turtles, you don't need them. You don't need not right now, because you're being intentional about your next. You're being intentional about what you're doing, right? Not only that, identify your values. We talked about it. Identify your values. Identify your vision. What your vision is. What is that? I put values because we have core values in our church that we use for core values. Everybody should have a core value, but you got to have a vision too. We also talk about setting your morning by being intentional about your morning. I get up, Bishop will tell you, I get up at 5 a.m. I just started this about 2 years ago. It ain't always been that way, okay? But I get up and I'm up 5 a.m. and I can't sleep past that time because my body is set that way. But I'm up in the morning, I'm praying, and now your girl work, whatever. And so I'm doing some things. And then I come and I sit down and I plan my day by doing this. I plan my time because I need to know every time what I'm doing. And so I plan my time. And as I'm planning my time, now I start getting to work, right? I start doing the work. I start pursuing. I'm going to use my 5 favorite P's that I just use with these ladies in my class. I'm going to use that and I'm done. And I'm out of here. I'm done. Listen. So your value, I'm going to come back to 5 P's, but setting your morning, refocusing, creating a small shift, not a big shift, but do small shifts, little bitty things, create a vision board, recount your intentions, and give yourself a break. And then you got to make sure if you are not moving intentionally, maybe it's because you're in fear. You're not putting yourself in position. Maybe it's because you're in doubt, or maybe it's because of your procrastination. So here's the thing. All right, heart it up. Here I go. I'm finna be done. How do I get to a point of being intentional and start the process? Somebody type in the screen, start. Can you heart it up? I see y'all. Welcome. Hey, for those that's just joining, go watch the replay, but I'm going to give you these last 5 P's. Somebody put 5 P's, 5 P's, 5 P's, 5 P's. I told you, feelings equal failure, but principles equal progress. I'm about to give you 5 principles and I'm out of here. I done gave you about a whole bunch, okay? I done gave you 8. But I'm about to give you 5. How do I do this? Where do I start, Tanya? Where do I start? I got to start. I got to start. I love it. I see you. Come on, Mama Carol. Lady Perez, start. I got to start. How do I start? How do I start? Number one, you got to pray. Type that in the screen. Pray. And I'm going to be done. I'm for real because I almost went over. Pray. You got to pray. Pray. Create prayer in your life. This is where you can start positioning yourself to be intentional, positioning myself or positioning ourselves to be intentional. This is what me and the women of destiny and the friends that joined us during the 4 weeks, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We're praying. We're going to be praying and being intentional about our prayer. Somebody, you got to be intentional when you pray. You're going to be intentional about your prayer. What are you praying about? How am I praying about it? What am I expecting from this prayer? And am I going to believe in it and walk in it? Yes, because I'm ahead and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm a lender and not a bar. You got to be specific about your prayer. The next thing, number 2, you got to plan. Yeah, somebody type plan. Look, I thank y'all for showing up. Plan. Number 2, plan. You got to sit down and you got to plan. That's where you sit down after you done prayed and you done meditated before the Lord. Okay, now God, okay, what's the plan? You know, I want to be able to plan what this going to look like. How am I going to be intentional about my life? How am I going to be intentional about my next? Okay, what am I going to do in this year in 2023? Right now I'm planning with my family. Okay. I've been convicted. Mama Carol, Sister Sherelle, listen, y'all, I done been convicted. Bishop been preaching changing of the guards, and I've been convicted, and I got to send a message as soon as I get through here because I forgot to send it today. But I had some cousins reach out and was like, hey, cousin, we need a family. We need to get together. We need to make some things happen. So I created I went all out. I capitalized that thing, and we're going to be meeting really, really soon, right? Because we're planning it out. You got to be willing to plan, pray about it, plan. After you plan, number 3, you got to prepare. So now we're in the process. I reached out to my cousins today. Okay, we're preparing. You know, we don't really want to go into family reunion mode. Let's just do a family gathering. We're gonna gather together. Okay, we're gonna prepare for that. What does that look like? How are we gonna prepare? And I told them, what's the purpose of this? How are we gonna prepare this? Right? We gotta be willing to prepare. The only way, there has to be preparation for your purpose. Woo! Preparation will drive you into your purpose. You got to be willing to preparation. You got to be willing to prepare. Because I saw somebody put preparation. I think prepare. After you have planned, after you have prayed about it, you have planned it. Now you start preparing it. That's when you start writing the vision down, making it plain so you can run with it. Because it was in your imagination while you was planning, but now you didn't put it on paper. You didn't prepare. After you prepared, now it is time for you to pursue. Somebody say pursue. Number 4, pursue. 5 P's and I'm out of here. Pursue. You got to be willing to pursue. What does pursue mean? Go forward. Start moving. Because you done prayed about it. God done gave you clarity. Ain't no pastor, no preacher, no cousin, no uncle, no mama, no grandma, none of them gave you, but God gave you clarity. So now you start planning, you start preparing, and you start to pursue. How do I get to a point of pursuing? Okay, those of you that are in a place of starting, how do I get to a point of pursuing? I'm going to find ways to invest in me. I'm going to connect with somebody that can invest in me. I told you I'm going somewhere in May. That's an investment. That I got to pay for that, and I'm going to be invested into as a leader, as a business owner. All of that I'm going to get poured into. So you got to find somebody that can invest in you this year, not next year. This year, invest in you. Somebody say invest. When you pursue, that means I'm moving forward, and I'm going to invest in me. I'm going to invest in my purpose, invest in whatever that is, be intentional about your investment. Be intentional. I'm going to say that one more time. Be intentional. Be intentional about your investment. Don't just go invest in something that don't got nothing to do with what you're doing. Let the church say amen. Don't just I did it. I invested in things that had nothing to do with my purpose and waste my money. I invested in stuff that ain't had nothing to do with what I was doing. Wasting money. Make sure you invest intentional investment. Can somebody type that? Intentional investment. Look, I'm all in the mic. Sister Lee don't know how to act with this. Intentional investment. Invest in you. You got to be intentional about your investment. If that's getting a book and reading a book intentionally, reading that book, that can change your life. Intentional investment. If that's getting come here, getting a mentor, getting a coach, getting whatever, invest in you. Invest in you. Find a way to invest in you this year. Not next year, this year. That's when you start pursuing. Because you want to stand on the shoulders of those that already, I know, right? You want to stand on the shoulders of those that have already done what you've done. Yeah. You want to stand on the shoulders. You want to get with someone that is, I don't want to say a guru, because now you want to get with somebody that's a goat in that area. They are goat in that. My business coach is a goat in what she does. And I invest in her because it helps me in my business. So make sure you pursue. That's how you get to a point of pursuing. You start hanging and getting around people that are looking like what you're trying to go, or what you're trying. You don't do what they do. You are you. There's only one you. Can't nobody do what you're doing. You only one person. That's it. Can't nobody beat you being you. All right. Last and not least, 5. Produce. Type it. Produce. Now you can produce. Come here, every woman that had a baby, you can produce. Now the baby, I told one of my clients today, I said, listen, the baby is at the crown. And when the baby is at the crown, this is when you don't want to push. This is when you don't want to, you're like, oh my God, I know it's right there. I can feel it. And the doctor saying, no, don't push. Just be still. Hold on. But it's about to produce in just 1 second. And when that baby come out, every pain you've experienced, everything that you went through, you ain't even thought about it. You ain't even wondered. You just say, Lord, I didn't produce a kid. Listen here. Some of you got some babies that's on the inside of you that you got to produce in this year. And you got to be the one that is willing to be intentional about the things that you produce by praying, by planning, by preparing, by pursuing, and by producing. Now you can produce. I know it sounds easy, but it takes time. I know you weren't ready. I'm done. It's going to take you some time, sugar. Be patient. As you're going on the journey. This is a journey. Faith is a journey. Can I tell you this? Faith is a journey, not a destination. So you're trying to go on a journey. Go on that journey. Say it again. Yeah, I got that from TD Jakes. Yes. Faith is a journey, not a destination. Be willing to go on the journey. So if I can leave you with anything before we start, February 1st, you got a new month, new beginning, new opportunities, a new chance to start fresh again, refocus again. And your girl wants to come and tell you, man, how to position yourself to be intentional about your opportunities. You have so many opportunities. We all do that's out there because God owns the cattle on 1,000 years, anything we want. Yeah, it's all about us putting in the work. So I am done. I hope this helped you. I hope you were encouraged. I hope you were empowered. I pray over you. I speak over you, speak life, that God will continue to build you, that you believe in you before anybody else. You don't need no one to pat you on the back, but you are believing in your next. You're believing in what you're called to do as you're in a season of planning, preparing, pursuing, and producing this year as you get ready to go to the next level. Listen, I love you much. Thank you so much for those that rocked out with me live. Listen, for those of you that rocked out with me live, look at me. I'll be trying to see what I can give away. I don't know what I can give away. For those of you that rocked out with me live, hey, get ready. This is what I'm about to do. In the month of February, I am marriage material. Put it on your calendar. It's February. Go on my website. Sister Lee, if you could want somebody that's doing the mediate, can y'all put it in there? TanyaHarton.com, and you'll see I am marriage material. It's going to be a 3-day thing. Listen, if you're married, you want to be there. You want to listen. If you are not married, you want to be there. I'm going to be talking about some things that are so important from my book that I'm going to be doing. And I'll probably be giving something away then. But tonight. I thank you for rocking out with me. I thank you for joining me. Get ready for that. I will be going live. I don't know if it's going to be here or online. I'm not for sure. I mean, here, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we'll let you. I'm going to be intentional. Whatever I do, I'm going to be intentional. I thank you for rocking out with me. For those of you that are going on the journey of the Freedom Financial February, we can't wait to rock out with you starting tomorrow. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. I can't wait to rock out with you guys for the next couple of weeks. Hey, listen, you can also be a part of that. Reach out to Sister Lee right there. That's her name. Reach out to her if you want to be a part of that. Come join us. Until next time, remember, you are a product of God's grace and mercy when you see yourself through God's eyes and not people. I love you guys much. Stay blessed in all that you do. Hey, position yourself to be intentional this year about everything that you're doing so that you can get to your purpose. Love you much. Bye-bye.